Welcome back to part 10 of the Dauntless build, where we'll be working on the landing gear. Not even the lines are really, but I might do the lines in aluminum just to give it something, and do this part in a black, like it's a black hose. Like there's a fitting there and that's a black line. Might not be totally true, because militarily they probably just want to hit everything with white so you don't see nothing. But if you're not worried about painting the inside of your tires white, or you're outside, so when they close, you know, then you're not really worried about a black rubber line that's small. Okay, so what colors do we need? We can do the black. And what do I want to do that in? Do I want to do it in a Tamiya, or do I want to do it in my Anitas? XF. That is the question. I need toothpicks. And good points on them. And both of you do. And I need to get more toothpicks for in here. I have more over in the kitchen. But I need more toothpicks. Because then I can just do this. And there you go. You got your own wooden airplane wheel. Let's get those cooking. I think we'll do it with this because this doesn't need a protective covering of any brush. It doesn't have a, you know, I wouldn't have to hit it with a clear. Since it's a solvent-based acrylic. Make sure you press good on your toothpick, because I guess I could airbrush this, but it's such a small part. And it's a tire.
Just cut through the backing, just the backing. And the sharper your blade is, I mean, you should change it like every few pattern pieces. But what's happening here is that I'm ending up only cutting through the back, and I'm not ending up with a ton of wispy hairs. Yeah, it's freaking amazing, this technique. So let's do it on a couple of pieces.
And actually some weirdness, you know, from brushing this on is welcome. And this to me a paint, especially my black, is starting to get thick because I've done a lot of painting with it. With the, I've gotten this one, I got the Falcon. So this is one of my earlier paints. I probably should have painted the outside first. This is the side where it may want to pop off.
But this technique, I mean, not like it teach me a ton of other stuff, but you know, this turns out to be one of the most useful bits of information that is supposed to find on that fateful day in the storm. Now,
Like, even if it don't cover well and looks lumpy and looks weird, that's an advantage being a tire. It's gonna get chunked and chipped a little bit. So we can actually use this thing, I think. Hold this one up until she dries. And nope, she won't hold you up until you dry. And you did touch and make a mark over there, so where did we lose paint? I don't know. We're good. Maybe we'll do that. There we go. I'm gonna push it down. There we go. Again, make sure this is on tight. Let's do this one the smart way.
This is the back of my bear's head, and I'm working on this all inside out with the parts label so I can see where they go.
I'm trying to make sure. I don't want to paint the very inside, like where the wheel hub is, because that's how those glue on. But I want to make sure that when I do the sides of the tire that I
also recognize that, like, I do see little hairs going everywhere. It's a fraction of where they would be going if I wasn't cutting this stuff correctly. Okay, so
at least get in there enough
there.
that when I do glue those in there, I'm not going to see gray plastic. Yeah, I tell you, this to me, acrylic dries fast. Starts getting tacky. Yeah, and I'm seeing some of the scratches from the 400. And I'm actually liking it. That's why I went in like a tread-like pattern. And this, to me, a paint, it dries pretty level too, being an acrylic. So let's see how that one's drying. Oh yeah, it looks like a tire. That's perfect. Just the way this and as thick as this paint has gotten on me. But I like leaving it that way because it seems to work. I can always thin it when I need to. I'm going to airbrush it and stuff like that. But yeah, beautiful. But it'll dry a little more stable than the craft acrylic, and I'm going to be handling it. And it doesn't have to have a clear coat put on it. Where the craft acrylics, just the moisture in your hands will make them start coming off the paint, which can work for an effect if you want the corners to look like they're getting beat up. I think I hit this with a clear coat, so this one's safe. But yeah, so we got the tires. So anything off the sprue, we need those. Really, that's getting down to And just waiting for the tires to dry and it'll assemble. But I need to charge the camera, so I will be right back. I'm going to continue painting some detail on here and then getting these pieces on. I might hit those with some white by hand, hit those with white by right while they're on the sprues, hit those with silver. That I should hit with a white. And that I should hit with a white. So yeah, just doing a lot of white stuff. So until I return, we'll come back with a update on how this landing gear is looking. Until then, I'll see you real shortly. Okay, welcome back. I did some hand painting. Some parts. It's a swing arm for the bomb. The hook to land on the aircraft carrier. And what else do we do? Oh, I got the inside of the wheels under the tires. And on the actual landing gear itself, I painted the brake lines or whatever those lines are, silver or an aluminum. And I did like a, like it was a flexible hose. I did that in a black. It's going to be hard to see. I'll do pictures. And silver for the actual landing gear. And these are the caps that go on the outside of the wheels, which actually is ready to glue up. Uh-oh. Well, I'm stuck doing this one now. There you go. And now I gotta hit. It definitely is gonna need a clear. I'm hand brushing that black and just sanding it. And not really making it smooth. Really makes it look like a tire that's, landed once or twice before. There we go. Here's a tire. Might as well press this other one in. Hopefully it'll go just as well. There we go. So, what are they saying to do here? I did the flaps, and I figure I might as well hit the antenna that goes in the bottom of the wing. So, which also means, is it on this sprue? Or this sprue? Yeah, there's the two little silver pins. Well, the silver didn't stick on either side. We'll have to hit that once we put them on. I just got my creamer, because I had milk for coffee today. Oof. Alright. Well, I'm wondering if it's best. No, we gotta get the tire on first. I'm not going to glue those in because I want them to actually be able to spin. That makes no sense. There's holes that are not lined up. Of course not. If I would do it. No. This one we might have to glue. I mean, I can try drilling a little hole, but I think the tightness of it is the whole point. I think this is the smallest. It's smaller than the... There we go. Yeah, as soon as I spin it, it comes out. And you're making your tire cock. Yeah, we gotta do the right size. It's just gotta get drilled out. Maybe you? Alright. Careful. I'm afraid this is going to make it too big. Yeah. Well, it's working, but... I'll glue them once I get them on the plane and the plane's set, so I can see how they'll... And glue them. But it's working for now. It's the best I could do. She was stuck. The actual inner part of the tire here has a hole, and then the back piece had a hole, and they just weren't lining up, and it wasn't allowing the pin to go in. So yeah, see, I'm gonna have to glue that, but it fits in there, and it's not overly loose, except for I think the inner one was supposed to be a little tighter. Yeah, so we'll have to glue that one. But there they go, and they look good with the lines painted. So, what else can we do? Oh, Yeah, we're not quite done with this yet. We need you. Ah. What good are they if I drop them? My good pliers. Or nippers. Oh, I still need them anyway. Especially for these tiny pieces, which are on there. That's just crazy. Now, how do these hook up onto this wheel? Let's check for... That's minimum. I'll just hit those with some white paint. So it looks like... there's... yeah, so then it's got... I can do with the one without the tire. Then it's got to be like this. Oh, and it'll be on this side. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's try some clips. This is going to be interesting. The hardest thing about this is you can't see. Here we go. It's going to take them a minute to let that one sit, but that's working. I'm glad I got these stupid things at the dollar store. I suggest. I don't know, maybe putting this tire on is not a good thing, because at least with the tire off, it's easier to hold that, and it might be easier for me to get that rod up there that's supposed to look like it's supporting this. There we go. Now see, there's how you can line it up. There you go. That's smart. I didn't think about that before. Zing, that didn't set yet. This one's still a little off. There we go. That's good. There we go. Alright, we're going to have to let them set for a minute. But, you know, or can I get these in? Let's see if we can get these in. There they are. They're so tiny. Oh my goodness, I'm going to lose them. Let's see the best way to clip it off here. Get the most of the spur. So tiny it statically charged itself to the nippers. Oh, I just laughed and it fell. We're at full. Oh, see, I lost one already. I know where that one is because I put it there. This one couldn't have gone far. I was right here. There it is. It's just so tiny, if it's laying the wrong way, you couldn't see it. Alright. Now, gonna have to use these. I have no idea how these are gonna fit in there. They don't. Unless these things are supposed to crunch in a little more. Oh boy, that's great. No, because they have to be squished. Right? I'm assuming. And that one might just make it. I almost need glue the bridge between it. Are there any extra parts that are that skinny? Or can I take fiber optic? I could do that. I could take fiber optic wire and put it there and then hit silver. That's what we're gonna have to do. These are too small. Oh, especially for that one. Then I can cut them to what I need them to be. Put these little guys in here. Yeah, that's a solution. I can use fiber optic wire and glue them in there and cut them and then paint them silver. So that's fine. That's problem solved. hit these with some flat. Almost should hit all this with flat, but it's got to dry. And I make paint there, and that don't matter. I gotta touch up that edge. But there we go. The landing gear's together. Pretty much. But there we go. I think next I'll move the camera over and we'll start. I'll show you doing the navy blue, and then we're gonna have to touch up the white because I want to fix some spots to make that correct, and so at least no color mixing. And I do want to do an experiment to see if it's this that's reacting to the alcohol, or is it the other paint. I'm gonna find which one, because I know the Anitas seem to work fine, so I'm gonna try that just on a little bit of it. It'll let you know pretty much right away. But all right, I'm gonna get ready to paint. We gotta finish painting this hull because that's what's holding everything up. Once that's painted, we can put the tire, we can put the wheels on, we can put the bombs on. We do have to do these flaps, the air brake flaps, I guess. We do have to do those. I did the whites. Just got to do the, two of them the navy blue and two of them. Nope, just got to do the navy blue on one side and the red on all of them. That's what I can do. That's it. I can do the navy blue while I'm doing this. So there we go. Yeah, and then we can get all these parts on. And I gotta paint the canopies first, too. So, because they got their green, but they gotta get their blue. Okay, well, I'm gonna put this on the charger. We'll be back over at the paint booth. See you there.